We got a new face in the place tonight. I asked her how she wanted me to bring her up. She told me she's a white bitch that likes little dicks. Now hold up. Wait a minute. I don't know why she told me that, but let's give it up for Chelsea.
First off, I never do this, but I just need to thank my friends that came out tonight. Thank you so much for coming because, shut up, some bad tonight. But I wanted to thank them because if you didn't know, tonight, it's called the Bringer Show, and they will not let you perform unless you bring 10 people. And in order to get my 10 bitches here, I had to text them last week, come to my show, and if you don't come, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. So I know I will Baker acted after this, but at least I will live another day after tonight. I'm trying something new tonight, very different for me. I love to try new things, not anal. My husband's right there. He's like, no you don't, I asked you last week. This is different, John, it's different. Actually, I'm gonna ask for a volunteer. You look miserable, I'm gonna ask you. I actually need you to be on the crotch watch tonight because, like I said, I like trying new things, and it's a little TMI, don't tell anybody. I'm on my period tonight, I'm on my period. And the new thing I wanted to try, I don't know if anybody's tried a menstrual cup before, but I thought, like, you know what, I'm doing a show at the Improv with a full house, let me just like try something new. What's the worst that could happen? So before I came to the show, I'm like, you know what, it has a lot of good reviews. I trust social media because that's where I get all my, news from, medical advice from. So I was reading the directions, I ordered one on Amazon, and it said, fold the menstrual cup like a taco and insert inside. And I kept reading the instructions, and I'm like, fold it like a taco. So I contacted customer support, and they're like, what is the issue? And I'm like, I don't know, you say fold it up like a taco, but what if you have more of like a burrito-sized pussy? They didn't answer. I went with it anyway because I'm more of like a trial and error girl. So what I need you to do is be on crotch watch because at any moment I can do this and it's gonna look like fucking Carrie in here. I'm stupid. I'm not smart. That's why I'm on the stage. Like, don't be like, oh my god, she's so smart. But since we're already talking about my menstrual cycle, let's keep going. I'm gonna tell you a story. You only don't tell anybody. Oh my god, my husband hates coming to these shows because he's like, do you want to practice your comedy with me? I'm like, no, trust me. I'm not going to talk about anything that happens in our home, but I am going to talk about us having sex a couple months ago. He's dying inside. He never invites any of his friends or colleagues. He's like, oh, no, she's a stay-at-home mom. But we were being intimate a couple months ago. I mean, that's not the last time we had sex. Don't worry about it. Don't come talk to me after the show. Like, you got issues in your marriage, Chelsea? No. This was just one incident where we were being intimate and I was on the rag. I already told you this. We were gonna keep talking about it. I'm sorry. I was on the rag and we're having sex and I'm bleeding out and he has no idea. And we finish up and he looks at me and he's like sniffing and I'm like, John, is there a problem? And he's like, does it smell like a coin store in here? And if you don't get that joke, you're either a gay man or you've never been poor before. I'm both. Yeah, so I'm sober. Don't clap, it's been 3 minutes. It's never too late to become sober, right? I've got one fan. And listen, I love my drinks. I'm a mom, and I feel like every mom that doesn't have a supportive husband likes to drink. I mean, my husband's supportive, but I do like to drink more than the average mom. And I knew that I had a drinking problem when my husband stopped inviting me to his work holiday parties. And I remember the last one that I went to. It was a couple of years ago, and I guess since then he's like, oh, sorry, Chelsea, everybody's a Jehovah's Witness now. Like, we just don't celebrate shit anymore. But I remember it was a couple of years ago, we were in Boca We were, he works in finance, so you know, it's kind of a big deal. And I'm, of course, taking advantage of the open bar. Why not? That's the only reason I go. I know nothing about money or finance. I just know I freeload and live in a nice house. So I'm boozing by the bar, and I'm talking to his clients, and he looks over at me, and all he sees me do is like pick up a pen and fucking chuck it against the wall. And then he just looks at me with these dead eyes, like, what did you just do? So we didn't bring it up there, but of course we get in the car, and I'm like, that was awesome, man. They had Cheesecake Factory like laid out. It was so nice. And he's like, what the fuck did you do, Chelsea? You threw a pen at the wall. And I was like, John, come down. I was giving them my business pitch. And he's like, you don't have a business bitch. It's very different. No, but my husband is amazing. He's super, super helpful. We have a couple kids. That's, again, the reason I drink. But I am very lucky. He's very supportive, very helpful, and he deserves everything in the world. What you want with him? But he deserves the world. This is comedy, right? But no, I want to get him a gift, but his love language is receiving gifts, and it's super challenging because he buys everything for himself like a grown-ass man should, right? So we've been together for 13 years, so every Christmas, Valentine's Day, birthday, I get him the same thing, because again, I'm like at a loss of what to give him. So for 13 years, he has 39 blowjob coupons. However, he hasn't redeemed any of them. He has not redeemed any of them, and I brought it up a couple months ago. I was like, we need to have a talk. You know the gifts? There is an expiration date. 39 blowjobs is not feasible for me. Look at my mouth. And he's like, I have to talk to you about that. There's a reason I haven't redeemed them. And I'm like, tell me. And I thought, oh my God, is he gonna say the G word? I'm great. And obviously the G word is gay. Are you gay? And he's like, no, I'm not gay. I don't redeem them because you're not good at them. You're not good at them. And I was so taken back. I'm like, oh, I'm not? But I'm not good at them for a reason, because ladies and gents, if you S the D, I'm gonna teach you something. I call it the corn cob method. So the corn cob method is you hold said dick and, you know, you pretend a little. Hold it like this. So cute. And you take the D, and you're like, oh, I'm so into it.